is just like a freak athlete as well as anything. Like I love watching him play. He's a man that I definitely think should be in the Irish squad as well coming into this November series.
Jim, speak us through your beloved Leinster. 31-5 to the Sharks. First win of the season, sitting in 10th. 10th. Yes, you heard that right, 10th.
My brother straight away was like, Dan Kelly, what a good looking man. Munster by far the best looking team in the league at the moment. So Dan Kelly has brought us up a couple.
I would usually say the backs always takes a bit longer.
Whoa.
They care more about the looks. You know, the forwards just, they put on their boots, make sure they've got 21 studs, then they're ready to go.
Jimmers, I think it's time we get into round 3 recap. Some serious results this weekend. What stood out to you this weekend? Was it perhaps a first win for Leinster? You know?
Look, I'll hide my bias until later because it's a big week. I was really impressed with Ulster. I thought Ulster were absolutely unbelievable. I probably thought their best performance on the road so far, or sorry, at home so far. Probably their best performance under Richie Murphy, I'd go to say, actually.
Yeah. Do you know what impressed me the most about that Ulster win? Is at 49 minutes in a 7-7, and then 28-7. Just like a flurry of tries against a bloody good Bulls team. Andre Pollard playing, Johan Grobbelaar, who we'll hear from later. He was captain in there. So yeah, interesting result there. And then what actually we need to speak about is that the king of the jungle was crowned. Benetton convincingly.
I forgot about that. Oh my god.
41-15 convincingly. Like, I feel sorry for Steve. I feel sorry for Steve last week because, or this last Saturday, because, the guys from Colby Rugby, we have an insert from a little bit later, which will be unreal. They were right. They were right.
They were right. They were right in fairness to them. I didn't think it would be that one-sided now, the battle or the rumble in the jungle, as we were calling it.
Yeah, the rumble in the jungle. So it's an interesting one because the Lions now 3 in a row losses, which is not ideal. But I guess on the other hand, there's the DHL Stormers, 3 in a row wins. Can I tell you something interesting? The cumulative points for the Stormers, and now bias can start creeping in here. But the cumulative points for the Stormers is 95 points to 10. We've only conceded 10 points in 3 games.
Stormers going well, so. Was that on the road as well, or was that at home?
That was on the road against Scarlets, which is not easy. 34-0.
It's not bad. That's not
bad.
And
Sasha was back.
I'm not sure though. Did we see Sasha throwing ridiculous offloads? I'm just saying.
There was one. He got told off by the ref as well. So coming in hot. First game. I like it. Straight back from internationals into the URC. It's a competition that guys want to play, and you're like fired up to get into and get stuck in for their team, which is it showed the class of the box.
We all just want to see the URC and like the best players playing. So to see them boys absolutely luring out there, as you were saying, even like Andre Pollard playing against Ulster there.
Yeah.
So it's what you want to see.
100%. It's the best league in the world for a reason. But no, Jim, speak us through your beloved Leinster. 31-5 to the Sharks. First win of the season, sitting in 10th. 10th. Yes, you heard that right, 10th.
No. We're making our way back. A tough tour down South Africa. I think none of us will look past that. But I'm happy how it went. Great win. Thought Harry Byrne on his return to the EVA was absolutely exceptional. Yeah. I did have my first voice crack as Stadium PA, which was great. Tried to say Jimmy O'Brien's name and just the voice went on me. But I retained my 100% record as Stadium PA, which obviously is the most important thing.
Number 15, Jamie Osborne. Number 14, Jimmy O'Brien.
Right, Jim. We've got a very special guest, Johan Grobbelaar, captain the Bulls over the weekend. He's also a Springbok. Not the result they wanted against Ulster. But yeah, going to be interested to see sort of how they got on, or how he got on, and how he's finding tour. There's some nice questions there that I think we'll get some awesome answers out of.
Perfect. Also, I'm told that he's looking well. He might have the most blatant scar of all time, but we'll see how he goes.
We'll have to see.
Still the same driving more by the Bulls. It looks promising. Over she goes. Johan Grobbelaar.
Johan, welcome to the URC Send the Podcast. So it's an absolute pleasure
Thank you.
to have you on, and we're going to absolutely burn the ear off you. We're probably some of the worst questions you'll ever get in your life, but that's kind of the URC Send It way. So welcome. How are you doing, man?
No, I'm good. Nice to be on your show. Thanks for having me.
I absolutely love the random scar through the face now after the weekend. But anyways, we'll look past it. You're looking well.
Yeah, that's usually how you look on a Monday. URC is not easy. Always tough.
Robbie, it's nice to hear a South African accent. I've been on this call for a while now, and it's just been Irish. So it's a relief to hear a South African accent. Tell me, first question, I'm going to fire away because I'm dead keen to hear this one. The Bulls obviously have a reputation of being tough up front. But who's sort of the loudest and funniest guy in the pack? You know, maybe one that's not expected during training.
I would say Marcel could see it.
Okay.
Just because well, maybe not on the field as much. Usually on the playing field and the training field, everybody's quite serious. But off the field, that guy, he has a thing for comedy movies, and he could probably quote any line from any movie at any time. I don't know where he keeps all those information, but yeah, I think any time of day he comes up with something, and always gives the guys a laugh.
Just niche references the whole time. So I love it. And obviously, playing Loftus one of probably the toughest places to go, as I've realized as a Leinster fan. But anyways, Loftus crowds are known for being wild. What's the funniest thing you've heard shouted from the stands?
I think we've got some great character supporters there on Loftus, especially on the East Pavilion. So maybe some of the stuff can't say on the air. So we'll be careful with many of those. But no, we love the supporters on Loftus. They're up and down, and you come out with these costumes and the horns on their heads and the hard hats. And it's just blue. Everybody's bleeding blue at Loftus. So nothing specific I can call you now, but there's always something funny coming from behind, especially us guys that has to throw into the line out. You get some funny quotes coming from behind.
Well, to be fair, I don't blame them, because when our Loftus by far is the best pre-match in South Africa, the best pre-match, that field at the back there, and they're there from early. So the Bulls fans are good fun, and they're there early having a go. So I can see why the East Stand can get quite interesting, and some funny things, thrown around. I look forward to hearing a few myself when I go sometime this season. If the Bulls if one of the players had to enter a reality TV show, who do you think would go on and win it, and why? Any reality TV show, you can actually make one up, or you can think of one.
Sure. Those, I think, usually don't watch a lot of reality TV shows, but the first one that comes to mind is South Africa for the overseas guys. We have this show Boers soek 'n Vrou, which basically means farmers looking for a wife. And I don't know who we're going to put up, but there's a few Afrikaans farmers there that plays with us. So I think one of them would do great. Not a lot of single guys left, but we'll get someone to put on there.
It's actually it's bloody good. It's a very, very entertaining show, I must say. It's good fun. I think Jim would do quite nicely on Boers soek 'n Vrou. Jan, what do you reckon?
Well,
I believe he would. Let's just get the accent ready.
Get the accent right. I can do a great accent. I'm not even trying to do a South African accent. So we're going to avoid that before the show is taken off air. Who in the team takes longest to get ready for a match, and who couldn't care what they look like?
We usually say the backs always takes a bit longer.
Whoa.
They care more about the looks. The forwards they put on their boots, make sure they've got 21 studs, then they're ready to go. But I think the backs guys are usually takes one or more.
Do you not do the hair before the game or anything like that? Or maybe I don't know, make sure the eyebrows are looking well?
No, I've got the scrum cap, so it doesn't have to worry about it too much. So.
It doesn't really matter.
No.
You look good in a scrum cap, Jan. You look good in a scrum cap.
It doesn't always help, as you can see. It doesn't cover everything.
The scar would be up here if not,
It extend. If you could swap lives with one teammate for a week, who would you swap with and why?
That's a good question. I think some of the guys have some quite exciting lives. I think let's put up Goose, Johan Grobbelaar. I think he's living the life.
Nice.
He's got some good connections. Speak to him. He's always knows someone everywhere. If he has an off day or off weekend, he jumps on the plane of this guy that he knows that this guy knows this guy, and ends up a few hours away, and next morning he's back, going to his auctions, going to his farm, visiting people, meeting new business
Unreal.
people. So I think his life is quite exciting.
I like that. I like that.
So we'll have to go on to him. So jeez,
Yeah. Can we get Goose on the show? I also need some connections.
So do we have the
Next
budget
time-
for? I'm
next
not
time
sure
I'll
if we have
bring
the
him
budget.
Yeah.
When you're not playing rugby, what's your go-to way to relax or just switch off completely?
Yeah, I would say just get out of the city, go to the farm, any place with water, just sit and look at the river or a lake or a dam or something. It's like fishing, just be out in nature, and switch off.
Just imagine line out and counter rucks and mauling and everything.
Preferably somewhere where there's no signal, so the phone doesn't make a noise, and
Yeah.
just out with your mates or your family, and just switching off from rugby and the busy life.
Who is your upcoming player that you reckon we should look out for in that Bulls team?
I think you can have a look at JJ. Came into throughout the youngest systems. Played the first 2 matches. I think he did really good. He's got an engine on him, and just an absolute workhorse. Good head on his shoulders. Some great talent. So I'm very positive and excited about the season that he's going to have.
Amazing. Brother, thank you so much. Appreciate you coming on. It was good fun. And I look forward to seeing you guys this weekend in action.
Yeah, thank you so much. We'll talk
Thank you
again.
very much, man.
Safe.
Cheers, Robbie.
Thanks. Cheers.
Enjoy. Try of the round. My goodness. Cormac Izichukwu, I think is the way you
Cormac
say the name.
Izichukwu.
Izichukwu.
Cormac Izichukwu. You've actually nailed that in fairness. I'll give you that.
Come on. I'll do the Stormer Stadium announcing. What a try.
Yeah.
Through Augustus, Andre Pollard makes the error. They go down and score again, and an out from Dope, just clearing your lines from the kickoff, and the errors are starting to creep in now from the Bulls. You're going to have to start chasing the game at some point.
They're chasing Stockdale now, chasing shadows at times. Ulster look primed if they can find their rhythm and get to the edge and find that width that they can cut this Bulls team apart. We saw the Ospreys do that. Crossfield kick, inviting the chase forward. Brilliant from McCann. So athletic is a Chukwu all the way.
What a try, man. But I love Cormac Izichukwu, or Cormac Izzy as he goes by as well. Like, he is just like a freak athlete as well as anything. Like, I love watching him play. He's a man that I definitely think should be in the Irish squad as well coming into this November series. His versatility to play probably on the wing as well. He comes from a sevens background. Is just ridiculous.
Your send it moment, Jim. Talk us through that, because there's a couple obviously to go through, or that could have been, but I think one stands out.
Version. Oh, clever pass. Lina, where did he come from? They're flooding through. Lina won't need any assistance.
Lewis Lina, what a performance, and 4 tries.
4 tries, and you could say he's the king of Benetton right now. The king of the jungle.
What are you doing? If you score 4 tries in the URC, what are you doing?
First of all, no one speak to me before you address me as sir, and I'm having look, I'm telling people about it. I'm not playing humble. I'm telling people about it, Jim.
I think I'm writing a song about myself, just blatantly, like going into a bit of hibernation for the week. I'll show up next Saturday for the game, but like until then, I'm at home with the notepad writing a song.
Yeah, it's in the style of who? Talk us through that.
Oh, I know. Might be like a parody. Like, could be like, like, like I'm a star man or something. Just like write that about myself. Like I'm a gymmer.
I'm a gymmer. Okay, I mean, look, I'd pay. Actually, I probably wouldn't pay any money to see that. You'd have to pay me to listen to that. But something I would pay money to watch. It's the game this weekend coming up. Munster Leinster, Ireland's biggest rivalry. I'm not going to be
biggest derby in club rugby, arguably.
There's a certain Stormers Bulls North-South that sells out stadiums, so that'll be, in my opinion, the biggest. But we're not here to speak about that, Jim. We're here to speak about your beloved Leinster. Find a little bit of form against Munster. We also had a nice win this weekend. Ireland's biggest rivalry. I'm not going to pretend to know everything about it, but all I know is that it's going to be a bloody good game. What do you reckon?
Yeah, it's the biggest club rugby game in the world, I would genuinely say, based on attendance, based on everything, based on what it means, based on the history, based on the history of the venue as well, which is something we'll probably get into. But yeah, I'm just genuinely buzzing, and it is genuinely the privilege of my life to be the stadium PA for that.
That's incredible, Jim. Talk us through Croke Park. Like, what you say? It's a venue that is famous and lots of history on it. What can you talk me, a Cape Townian, through Croke Park and the significance of it?
So I'm not sure if you know what Gaelic football is, but Gaelic football and hurling are national sports. They're kind of the reason that Ireland probably aren't the greatest rugby team in the world at all times. If all them lads kind of decide to play rugby, we'd be the best. But anyways, it is just a coliseum of a stadium. It's what it means for this to happen here, and especially where it was saying that rugby and foreign sports weren't allowed to be played here for so long. And that special grants, obviously 2009 was the first Leinster game to be played there against Munster in Champions Cup at the time. The fact that we're playing a regular URC game here is just so special, and hopefully be absolutely sellout and just absolutely electric. It was last year. 80,468 people were there last year.
That's wild.
So
it's quite an important place.
The most. I coming from a bit of a GA background myself, I remember I have a great story. I was here for Roscommon versus Cork in 2010, I believe it was, with my dad. And he goes to me, bring your boots and bring your socks. I was 5 years old. Like, bring your socks, bring your boots, and bring a jersey in case they put you on. And as a 5-year-old, I'm thinking, yeah. I stood in the stands with my dad watching that game. He just laughed at me the whole time. Literally the whole game.
Classic.
And I was there roaring, crying, like, and everyone laughed. I even brought football with me, like, oh man.
Put me in, coach. Well, if it's such an important place, why do they let you in?
Because I'm top dog, man. I'm top dog. You ask the URC lads, they'll tell you after. Last year, for doing promo for the URC final, even doing it there, I was just rocking around the stadium, shoulders swaying, not a bother in the world, hair flowing in the sun, you know.
Okay.
Don't look at my grey hairs, all right? I can see you looking at them.
I was gonna see it's worrying. It's a worrying lid, that, Jim. But we do have someone very, very important that we're going to cross to now. Johnny Holland, former Munster fly off. He's going to chat us through a little bit about the derby, what it means, but also just have some, I'm going to say it right, have some crack. So let's get into that.
Yeah, Leinster's discipline has to be spot on here. Any indiscretion.
Papico drop goal for Crowley. This potentially to win it. He's got it. Jack Crowley sends the Munster fans to their feet.
Johnny, Jim, let's be honest. Well, let's first start off. Johnny Holland, what a privilege to have former Munster fly off. I've got something for you and Jim, actually. I didn't have a Munster top, but I've done my best. And I've done my favorite or my best red. And I've got a clear allegiance. I know I'm supposed to be unbiased here, but not possible when my co-host is allegiance.
When did you become unbiased? You've been as biased as possible for literally this like our 4th or 5th episode. And not once have you been like neutral. So
excuse me, Jim, you're under pressure. 2-1.
Yeah, Jim, good luck, because Johnny and I, I mean, I've always been a Munster fan. Ever since they won the URC, they beat the Stormers at home, at our home. But we're gonna get into some questions for you, Johnny. I guess, Jim, you're gonna chip in there because you are our Leinster fanatic. Before we do that, Johnny, do you mind just maybe introducing yourself? Obviously, former Munster fly off, but anything to add there?
I suppose my rugby credentials at the moment, I'm the head coach in Cork, and I'm head of rugby up in Christians here in Cork, so just a bit of rugby and still a Munster man.
Nice.
Jim, go for it. Do your best.
I'm absolute just waffler. I'm obsessed with rugby for whatever reason. I did a bit of research. I was actually at the game in 2016 where Johnny played out half against Leinster and Viva. So, look, yeah, we did beat you that day. So my childhood wasn't ruined. I was 11 years old. So, but anyways, yeah, if ever looking for a ball playing 10 to play AIL, Johnny, I'm your man.
I have never heard that before, but with the question to the test anyway.
Johnny, all my chances already.
Just ignore him. We try to keep him humble on this podcast anyway. But be honest, guys. I mean, Jim, you would have been around Johnny, obviously yourself. Who throws a better post-match party, Leinster or Munster?
Jim does more of the partying than me now, I'd say, does he? You can't beat a
That
couple of
URC
pints
final
like that.
last year was fairly loose now in fairness. I think I'm happily going to take Leinster on this one now. Don't get me wrong, Munster, great bunch of lads, but come on.
Yeah, yeah, I can see that one. We're not really going after the post-match parties, like, you know, so I can see that.
Oh, all right.
I've heard the Leinster lads sort of just go out and sit on their phones, and there's not much like sort of chat going around. That's just what I've heard. I've seen in Cape Town.
Robbie, if I ever get down to South Africa, you're in for it, man.
Well, let's make sure that never happens, Johnny. If you could steal one player from each team right now, who would you choose and why? We'll start with Jim.
Oh, it's a great question. From the other team, Caelan Doris is out injured at the moment, so I'm going to say Brian Gleeson. Brian Gleeson, huge fan of. Absolute really hard ball carrier. He made an insane break there about 2 weeks ago. Big fan of Brian Gleeson.
Johnny?
It's funny you mention it because I actually would just take Caelan Doris anyway. We play him somewhere. Play him at 12, play him at 8, play him wherever you want. He's good player. You'd have to respect it.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Fair enough. Which club is a better fans? Like, which are louder, funnier? Here we go.
That's an easy one then. Easy one.
Okay, take us through it. And Jim, please just shut up.
No, Johnny, I'll let you lead.
Got some serious insight here.
Oh, I think you've got the loyal Munster fans. It hasn't always been easy, to be fair, the last couple of years, but I think Munster travel everywhere. Always very vocal. Have that reputation as well. It has to be an easy Munster win.
Okay, Jim, anything to add?
I won't necessarily concede it because my mother watches podcasts and she's a Munster woman, so I won't be too harsh on them. But yeah, no, they're good. I don't want to argue against this once again.
You can't argue it. Munster will travel in the European Cup.
Munster and Thomond is a tough place to go, and like they'll travel and they're great fans. Then again, we're probably looked for as a D4 crowd, but we're a great bunch of lads beneath it all, all right? You know, there's more to us than Brown Thomas. You know?
Stand up there, give us a look at the jeans and shoes and the brown shoes.
Whoa, what's wrong wearing brown shoes and bootcut jeans?
Which fans complain more after a loss? I mean, I've had Jim for the last few rounds, and it's been tough. I mean, they haven't won a hell of a lot, so I've heard him complain. Stormers have obviously been winning, so I haven't had the opportunity to do that. But which fans are more painful after a loss?
Munster.
I actually think rugby fans in general are paying for that for a loss, aren't they? The refereeing's gone.
Oh yeah, now it suits you to be rugby as a sport.
Rugby as a sport, yeah. It's Twitter's like a cesspit after anyone loses. You can't win it all. But Leinster have more losses this year, so they're probably the more painful province this year so far.
No, I've only watched Munster fans on Twitter every time Sam Prendergast said touch the ball, going, yeah, terrible. He's too young. He's not up for it. The man walks onto the pitch, and Munster fans are giving out about him, saying Jack Crowley has a better haircut. So I'm not taking this.
You've gone there now with the 10 battle already. Like, you know, that's
didn't take him long.
No, it didn't take him long at all. But yeah, I think rugby is painful on Twitter, and refereeing decisions and everything else. They can't win. You actually look at the same thing, the same penalty, and you get people from all angles giving out about it. So
yeah, but can we agree that the South Africans are by far the worst?
I was going to say, but I can settle this right now, and I can confidently say as a South African that we are by far the worst losers.
By far the worst. And actually, I do my writing with RT, and if you say anything at all about South Africans in a negative sense, you're in the bad books for at least a week, you know. So.
I do love how they all randomly hate Matt Williams as well. I think that's very funny.
No, it's not so random. Let's not kid ourselves there.
Oh, it doesn't suit you now, Robbie. Does it for the abuse, huh?
I'm done with this interview. No, but also what makes it worse is that we're also not great winners, are we? So I can imagine it's quite a painful, a tough crowd. But it's tough at the top. What's the most satisfying win you guys have had over the other province, and what made it so sweet?
Ooh.
we don't have a lot to pick from recently, so it has to be 2023, doesn't it? The Jack Crowley finger wag. Other than that, we're going. Maybe the finger wag did it. So that's probably the one, the most recent one, probably the sweetest one.
Okay, I like that.
I can go last year, 2024 against. Obviously, there's been once, but last year in December, rocked up, absolutely ran the show. Not to mention Sam Prendergast scored a great try as well, and absolute masterclass by him. For Crowley wasn't playing, but anyways, we'll ignore that. But, that was a really satisfying win. In Croker, so that was nice as well.
Okay, I'm with Johnny on that one. Who's got the better looking squad this season? We spoke last week about the fly of mullet, and we said there's no such thing as a bad mullet. So who's got the better looking squad this season?
I was funnily enough talking about this recently. Dan Kelly brings Munster up a couple of points. My brother straight away was like, Dan Kelly, what a good looking man. Munster by far the best looking team in the league at the moment. So Dan Kelly has brought us up a couple.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with that. When they come to Croker and I'm doing stadium PA, I'm gonna try and dab up Dan Kelly. I'll try and get a video of it for the pod. All right, Dan Kelly, great looking dude. I mean, you could go on about his rugby ability and how good of a signing he was, but great looking dude.
Right, so it's settled. Munster, the best looking squad this season. Johnny, thank you so much. I really appreciate you coming on. It's been a good laugh, and hopefully we can before we get off, can we get some score predictions from you, Johnny? Jim's no doubt going to be biased, but let's hear from you, Johnny.
Yeah, this is going to be a tough one. I reckon I had my kind of logic around Munster going well, but the performance maybe isn't polished yet. Leinster started poorly, and I think they're actually after getting last week was very fluid. So I kind of I wouldn't fear it. I think Munster can definitely put it up to them, but I reckon it's a Leinster win at home. And if they get into their flow, this is the one that could really kind of springboard their season. So then you get the kind of interprovincial battle, and you get the tension, and it brings it down a couple of scores. So maybe we'll go 30-19. We'll go with that to Leinster.
Yeah. Better man than I am, Johnny. I tell you, I would have never said Munster are going to win.
Yeah, just don't tell anyone that I know in Munster. Just don't tell anyone. Don't publish this, actually.
This is going on television. But anyways.
The wrong answer, Johnny. It's 30-19 to Munster, apparently.
Yeah, I'll back that. I'm going to go.
What's the spread?
What's the spread? It's a great question.
And the teams are named maybe, but I think just because all the internationals and Lions will start coming back, won't they? So the squad depth might be a bit too much. But go on, give me your prediction.
I'll go 26-17. And that's like 2 tries for Munster and a penalty, and 4 tries for Leinster and misconversion.
So okay, let's.
Robbie's there doing maths in his head. Robbie's also looking second.
We don't actually go through the scores. We just pick numbers that sound about right. Like
there has to be logic behind it, all right?
Unreal, Johnny. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Jim, Johnny, good luck for this weekend. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a brilliant watch.
Johnny, thank you so much for coming on, man.
It's been great. Thanks, lads.
Man, Johnny, what a guy. Did not see him picking Leinster to win. But,
I was blown away.
I was blown away as well. See, that's probably why me and you differ from him. Because me and you are biased. And we will do the death back to Leinster and Stormers. But
and one of us knows our rugby, and that's him. We just bias and love our teams.
Yeah, but we're the face. We're the face for the
exactly. Someone's got to be the villain, and we there. But I think, Jim, it's time we cross to Cabo Rugby at Benetton. Marco and Matteo down there, finding out who the real king of the jungle is at the Rumble in the Jungle. Benetton Lions. I'm looking forward to this one because it should be some interesting answers.
Hi Jim, hi Robbie, what's up? Last time I came onto the podcast, I felt like the rugby club culture in Treviso has been questioned somehow. And so I thought about, why don't I give you a tour of it so you can see the places, the people, and really get to know what's about. Here we go. So I'm in the stadium, and I thought I would ask someone more qualified to show us around because, I mean, we're talking about kings of the jungle, and there is really only one king of the jungle here.
Hi.
talking about who's the real king of the jungle. So why don't we ask the fans about that? Take a look.
Prima domanda, il tuo giocatore preferito di Treviso?
Rhino Smith.
Paolo. Dogbu.
Manuel Giuliani.
Albarnos. Tommy Menoncello. Chi è il vero re della giungla tra i leoni di Treviso e quelli sudafricani? I leoni di Treviso.
Noi? Chiaramente i leoni di Treviso.
I have to say the lions from Africa.
Di Treviso, sicuro.
Treviso. Leoni di Treviso.
Well, I think that both the field and the crowd have spoken. The king of the jungle is officially Italian. Ciao a tutti.
Jim, let's get into some score predictions for this weekend.
We just rattle through it, will we? I think we're looking good. Do you want to start off with Edinburgh and Benetton?
Yeah, I'll go. Look, I'm gonna go 26-31 to Benetton.
Yeah.
Picking
Yeah,
their
I
waistline.
was going to say 33-20. I think it's going to be a bit more convincing, to be honest, by Benetton. But Edinburgh did look good against Munster as well. So
Connacht Vodacom Bulls. Chat us through there. What do you reckon?
about 44-10 to Connacht. I'm going to go there.
I hope you
Connacht.
I hope you're going to retract that. 44-10.
No, I'm going to go 24-22 to Connacht. I think Connacht are going to cause a huge upset here.
Okay. I'll disagree with you there. I think it's going to be 26-15 to the Vodacom Bulls. Dragons versus Cardiff.
Another derby on this weekend, obviously. Dragons, Cardiff. I think that's Cardiff's early.
I'm gonna pick our boys, the Dragons. The Dragons for I'll go interesting. 25-21 to the Dragons. Tight game.
No, not a hope. 32-16 to Cardiff.
Okay.
Cardiff
Dragons, don't let me down. Lions, Scarlets, and this is where I fear. Oh, what do you think?
Look, Lions are going to keep their losing streak going.
No, not at home. Lions will win. Ellis Park is a high scoring venue as well. So I'm gonna go 35-26 to the Lions.
It's a great game.
Yeah.
I'll match it that. I'll go 45-20 to the Lions.
Sharks Ulster.
That could be a good one. Ulster are looking good, man, and the Sharks were very poor last week.
I know, but I like the Sharks can't lose again, especially not at home. So I'm gonna go. It's gonna be tight. I think it's gonna be 23-21 to the Sharks.
I'm gonna say 28-24 to Ulster.
Okay, nice.
Zebre and the Stormers. First off, we'll circle back to a game that might be on. I'm not sure if you know.
Yeah, I think there's a team in red and blue playing. I'm gonna go Stormers by. Yeah, Stormers are going to win. Defense has been unreal. I'll go 36-12 to the Stormers.
56?
36. 36-5. 36-5.
I was going to think a big scoreline in fairness for Stormers. I wouldn't be surprised if they nilled them again. That would be blatantly honest with you. Yeah. I'm going to go 32-12 to Stormers.
Nice. Okay. Ospreys, Glasgow, easy one for me. Glasgow 32, Ospreys 12.
Yeah, I'd be about that as well. Yeah. I'll go Glasgow 26. I don't think it'd be as impressive. 26-7. I don't like it'll be high scoring, but I don't think it'll be as. And obviously the big one now, Leinster versus Munster.
Before we get into it, there's got to be a bit of a forfeit because, look, you've been given it the big one about Leinster, and that's fair enough. It's a defending champions, but I think for the next episode, if Leinster lose / when they lose, you've got to come on the show with a Munster jersey.
Okay, I have a 05-06 Munster jersey, which I wore to the last music festival I was at. I'm sure we'll put a photo on screen now. It's a very nice jersey, I'll admit. So I won't have too much problems wearing it. I'll have big problems wearing it if Leinster lose, though. Want to make that very clear. I just have no problem wearing it, like as a symbol of, peace in Ireland,
Yeah. What about how's this for an extra little bit? You obviously work at Leinster. What about walking through in your Munster jersey, just like a quick down the corridor selfie video, see the looks you get, or too far?
You see, I know you mentioned me working at Leinster. I like my job at Leinster.
Yeah, you prefer to be employed.
and I want to keep that. But no, we might get. I might wear it in the Aviva or something. We'll see how we get on first. All right, we'll iron out the details. But if Munster win, I'll be here next Monday wearing a Munster jersey. All right.
Sounds like a plan. Give us your score prediction.
As I said to Johnny, I'm going to go 26-17 to Leinster.
Okay. Yeah, I think I like Munster, you know. But Leinster were firing against the Sharks. Just to carry on the theme of things, I will go against you. And I'll go Munster 25, Leinster 24. 1 point in it.
What, Jack Crowley drop ball or something to win it?
Well, that's what I'm thinking. I'm going to put that in the universe, but that's what I'm thinking.
I watched that once in my life. I do not want to see Jack Crowley take another drop ball against it. Just PTSD of Ronan O'Gara.
Yeah, Jim, round 3 had everything. Some massive score lines. Tight finishes, few outrageous moments. I mean, that try of the round was just incredible. Yeah, plenty of banter in this one. Some bold takes. Munster to win, surely. A forfeit. But yeah, looking forward to the chaos that round 4 has to offer, and of course the big game, Leinster versus Munster. Come on, Munster. Go send it. Go send it, Munster.
I'm not going to say anything. It's been a pleasure, Robbie, and I'm not going to say anything. I'll see you here next Monday where we can discuss this. Hopefully, and I am still drunk. Okay? You know? So
your silence said it all, Jim. Your silence said it all. Good luck this weekend. Looking forward to next Monday.
It's
going to be good fun.
This has been Send It.
This has been Send It. Come on, Munster.
Send it! Let's go! Send it!
Send it!